So I'm back at it again. Starting to enjoy making videos. When I first started this a couple months ago, I thought it was going to be very hard. I wasn't really good at it, but I feel like since there's been a lot been going on and I have a lot to talk about, I feel a little bit more comfortable, you know. Still hoping I can get some more views, but I'm thankful for the people who do listen to me. I'm pretty sure it's going to take a while. I need to pay for some views and try to get people, you know, try to probably tell people in person about my channel. But lately, racism has been pretty blunt lately. There's just a lot of stuff, a lot of racism, during the elections, a lot of racism. Um, yeah, a lot of has really been between black relationships and and voting. What I mean, like black relationships, like kind of is really just kind of the interaction between black men and white women, and the reversal of black women and white men. Because last week everybody was kind of up in arms with the whole street harassment thing, and now people are kind of getting up in arms with the whole slave joke with the dude from ESPN and the black lady, and this whole slave joke of you know it's just kind of this rape type ghetto gagger rape fantasy that they have. And I've been telling people for the longest that you will know white people through their sexual fantasies, because it's a lot of crazy shit and it's so awkward and it's so weird. It's like, who comes up with this shit? And this is why people, especially black feminists, refuse to talk about ghetto gaggers. But even not just that, they refuse to talk about white men's over sexualization of black women. I did a video, I think about 2 weeks ago, on Beyond Black and White, and there was an article about a young AP student in high school. She was, I think, about 15 or 16, and she was into dating. She didn't like the guys at her school, the black guys in her school, because they were into hip hop culture. It's objectified black women and gave them these stupid standards of beauty, and she didn't like being sexualized by black men, but she was okay dating older white men or older non-black men. If she was okay with being sexualized, she was okay with being a whore. This girl was dating and fucking dudes that were like 50s and 40s to their max. And so it's very funny how with these IR datings is that they're okay with being objectified by other men, other non-black men, but when black men start giving them standards or start saying, hey, I expect this or I expect that, or they're just being assholes, either way, it's always kind of the finger on them, on the black men. And since I am a film major, I have to study communications and the gist of media and how it works. And a lot of the white hand is in a lot of these in the hip hop industry. I know in the conscious community we've been hearing the term culture of bandits or culture of vampires. These are white people or non-black people who take our arts and demonize it or act like they revolutionized it. For example, Iggy Azalea and Jennifer Lopez, they did this Booty, some song called Booty something, I guess. And I see that there was an article praising Iggy Azalea and Jennifer Lopez for making big butts look attractive and cool. But that's weird. Like, big butts has always been a thing. It's always been centered around black women. I mean, listen to the song Big Butts. I'm a black person. I don't even know this. I don't know. Is it Grandmaster Flash? I don't know. The song that was sampled by that Nicki Minaj sampled on her Anaconda song. But anyway, you see, white theft, white people stealing black arts, and the thing is not even just that. Is what in the recent video, in the recent um thing, we see Bobby Shmurda cooning around, jumping up like a monkey, impressing um some big time music industry, and just nothing but white people and a few token blacks, and it's like you see these white men in suits, and it's funny how when they're in Fox News or any other white media outlet, they're quick to tell you that, oh, rap, hip hop, it's a thug music, it creates negative stigma, it's horrible, um, gang violence, crime. They're quick to take talk about that, but then again, they won't talk about the white hand that puts the money and gives the money for rappers to talk about that bull crap. We know how quick they're not gonna allow Jewish slurs or even gay slurs, and even rape comments, simple like rape comments, to even be slipped out by black rappers. And so it kind of like pisses me off because they're, like I said before, we're demonized, but then again we're only the puppets. They're the puppet master. But then when they're amongst their own, they're quick to hide and say, "Oh well, I don't like rap. I don't like rap. It's thuggery. It's evil. It's hood culture. I don't like rap." But yeah, I do own a music industry company that makes millions off trouble youth, and we encourage them to do stupid shit. Talk about black women as sexual objects such as hoes. We talk about selling drugs and crack into their own community, but yeah, I don't like rap. They're quick to do that, but it like, but it's just so funny how this world works, or just how America works, to the concept of black people, we're the butt of everything, and white people are just in the background, like we do it too, but hey, we ain't gonna demonize ourselves. But I read another thing. Getting back to the IR dating, the issues I have with it is I'm still hearing false stigma of black men being insecure about it. Recently in my area, they are hosting a play about an interracial couple. It's not really a new thing, but the big thing of black women dating white men, and how black men are so insecure about it. And this shit is so funny. I just get so tired of it because it's like It reminds me of the video I did a couple, I think it was really a month ago, and it was about I don't know her name. I think it's Ellie Vonner, and she sings the song called "I Don't Care." And it's a song about these three black women who are dating white men, and the black men in there are like evil and mad and crazy, and they don't want to see them together. And it's this whole hypocrisy bullshit of black men are insecure or butthurt when they see a black woman dating a white man. And I've also made mentions of how when I was in college, well, when I go to school, I do see there's like two black women who are dating interracially, and they would do kind of like weird gestures to where when they're walking around black people, they will when they will start off holding hands, but when they see black people looking at them, they're quick to let their hands go, and then when nobody's looking, they'll grab each other again and start kissing and looking at each other and getting all mushy and stuff. And it's like this false hypocrisy of like I just really don't care. Like if that's what you like, that's what you like. I know some conscious brothers, they ain't down with all that interracial dating bullshit, but I'm not King Noble. I'm not gonna fucking rape black women to force them to be Afrocentric. It's stupid, and I really don't give a fuck about traders, coons, or Negro Bedouins. I'm not butthurt about their existence. But I'm just gonna keep putting videos because I keep seeing this hypocrisy. Black men are not that insecure. But when you do meet a black man who is butthurt when he sees a black woman with a non-black man, brothers do have to brothers do have a right to question. Because even recently this week I was at school and me and my friend were talking, and then a Latino brother came up to the conversation, and we were talking about what he liked, and he said, "Oh, I don't like white women. The ass too flat. I only date black women. I love a big butt. I love the attitude. I love the sass." And I'm like, it's very funny when you talk. Now not that Latino dude has every right to date black women. I ain't butthurt about it. But I do have to say, when you hear people say, "I only date black women," usually it's on some fetish, kinky shit of, "Oh, I love the ass. Oh, I love the sass she brings me." And, it's always on some sexual shit. Like, it's really on some sexual shit. It's like that, all that looks ain't gonna get you anywhere in a relationship in the long run. It's gonna fade away. Don't expect a pretty face to be, wifey material so easily. And another thing with the sass, I hear some white dudes say that too about they love the attitude, love the sass, but when they're dating black women, they don't get the attitude or they don't get the sass. They have those bitches on lock. I see them all submissive and they don't they're quick to give the power to the white dude. They're quick to be his little maid and do whatever. But it's just really funny how the finger is put onto the wrong person because black men aren't the ones insecure. We have to look at white men because the thing is, white men are very treacherous. These are people shooting our kids, our young boys, criminalizing them, demonize the black community, and then they had the nerve to come to us and say, "Oh, we love you too." No, it don't work like that. Now, I know every white person ain't racist, but during this time, especially in this abomination crisis, white people do need to be held accountable and need to be tested because we can't really play around with race. We can't, like I said before, interracial dating is not the cure for racism. I know a lot of brothers and sisters, I met a lot of brothers who want to fuck every white woman just to say fuck you to the white man. It's not gonna work. Even if it did, it's not gonna prove a damn thing. You know. But this is really what I wanted to talk about, and then I'm off. Is that I was on Bossip. Somebody posted a link on Bossip, oh yeah, on Facebook about Bossip.com, and it was this letter. It was this woman, this anonymous woman, obviously black, wrote a letter to the I guess the editor or whoever, saying that she's in an IR relationship and she is in the bedroom. When she's in the bedroom with her white man, um, and this was really the same week of the ESPN situation with the black girl, being sexualized by the white dude for like being a slave and all that. And it was really the same situation. The editor was like, "Hey, I'm in an IR relationship. My dude, he wants to call him master. He wants me to dress up as a slave. He wants me to, you know, reenact, slavery and do all this bullshit, slave themes and all that crap." And to me, I just laugh at this bullshit because it's like, I just laugh at this shit because Negro bedwenching is just so funny to me. And it's like, it's funny how they have nobody to turn to. I remember, like in 2009, the black woman who was dating this white dude, and her dude was calling her nigger in bed, and she went to the white lady, and the white lady was like, "Oh fuck you, y'all niggers call yourselves niggers, and that ain't right. That's not fair. Y'all have terms and language that nobody else can use, but y'all can use. Y'all call each other niggas, and you get mad when a white person calls you that." And it's like, I'm just saying, like, just banish these Negro bedwenches, man. Don't help them. Don't, let them find their own calling, their own destiny. They ain't gonna get any help out of me because black men like me has been saying for the longest of times, white men true colors show out during sex. I This is something I read a month ago. For y'all who like to read James Baldwin. Um, this is one of his best works. Ah, I forgot what it was called. Damn it. The Man. Something about the Man. And it's this story of this racist cop who grew up being racist, and when he was a child he witnessed a lot of lynchings, and he saw people come out in gatherings, picnic, and they would watch lynchings as if it was like a celebration or if it was a family event. And he grew up being he became a cop, and he grew up with a white supremacist mindset. And he referenced that, "Oh, I hate black people. I would beat up a nigga and this and that. Black people have hope. They just need to learn their place." And so basically he was saying, like, You know, as long as they're coons and they know that they need us to beat their ass and put them in, you know, we're protecting them from us and them. And you know, just making a scenario that, you know, they're a threat, they're more of a threat to themselves, and so they're asking for the ass whooping, they're asking for the lynchings. So we have to put the fear in God in them to make them straighten up. And so the funny thing about this story was that this dude was in the bedroom with his wife, and he gets a he gets a sexual arousal from lynchings, from black men being lynched, and he even fantasizes and wishes that his white wife was black. He goes on to this deep fantasy of, oh, I wish this was a black woman's breast. I would, it would feel so nice and this and that, smooth. I would kiss all over, blah blah blah. And his white wife even fantasized with being with black men. And you know, their true colors show the hell out in the bedroom. That is a must read. A lot of people need to read that book, that short story, especially James Baldwin, The Man. Yeah, because you know it reminds you of ghetto gaggers. It reminds you of all these little Negro bedwenches. It reminds you of all these situations where sisters are getting sexually assaulted by white men, and nobody wants to, and you know, nobody wants to speak out for them. But you know, this is my video. Making another one right now after this. You know, this is your man Adrian Aquarius, the new king of knowledge.